Happy Halloween! Hope I didn't scare you then. I scared myself. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about Chris Stuckmann's first film ever, Shelby Oaks. I saw it in the cinema yesterday, um, and I'd already seen a lot of reviews, which weren't the most positive. At first, it got like 4 and 5 star reviews. There were like posters. There's a poster. It's like scariest film ever made, terrifying. It's Hereditary meets Blair Witch. It's all this, it's that, and that. But then the negativity started. I commented on one of Chris's videos, "Hey, good luck. I'm going to see a film tonight," and the amount of hate responses I got, where people were like, "Oh, this film's terrible," going with expecting not, don't expect a good film. Um, and then other people would respond, being like, "Hey, don't hate. It's not that bad." So I think this film's very divisive, which is good. You want that. You want your films to be a little divisive. Um, but I think it's preferable. I mean, you'd hope everyone would love it, but it's better than everyone hating it. So a bit of mixed bag, I don't think is a bad thing um, for his first film. I don't really have that much to say about it that other people haven't. But hopefully I can say something that someone else hasn't um, at some point. Right off the bat, the first half of this film, the documentary Blair Witch stuff, they basically the film's about this girl and she's trying to find her sister who used to host this show called The Paranormal Paranoids, which were basically the Blair Witch projects, and they go to haunted places and investigate them with old camcorders. Now it's that VHS style filmmaking, very creepy, very cool style. And the first third, I probably think would have been, if that had been the whole film, I wouldn't have minded because it was really, really engaging and scary. And seeing like spooky astronauts and Night Mind and his wife in it, like in that section, it just really brought a smile to my face. It's when we snap into real life that I think the criticisms start. When the film stops being a documentary and becomes just a film, that's where people seem to have a lot of issues. And to be honest, I do agree with 99% of the problems people have with the film. I do think the main character makes a lot of stupid decisions, but it felt like if you're playing Until Dawn and you keep making the wrong choices, which gets your character killed. It's like, the door, there's a demon behind that door, and that the other door doesn't have a demon behind it, and the choice comes up, open demon door and see demon, or go through door to safety. This main character is picking go through demon door every time. I think this character, if she saw like a gun on a table and then turned on the other table was like a maple leaf, she'd pick the maple leaf and try and get. Oh, like there's so many bits in this film that just made me go, that was really that's really frustrating. Even I wouldn't do that. I'm not some kind of horror genius. I probably would die very quickly, given how often I shower and with my back to the door. But no, I think I'd probably fare a lot better than this character would. Not she fares badly. I'm not going to say anything spoilery about this movie. I'm not going to spoil a thing about it. I'm just going to vaguely talk about my opinion because I want people to go see it. Not loads of people are going to watch this video anyway, but just in case you stumble across this and you want for some reason this random guy in a cap to convince you to see a movie. I don't know. But no, I thought the film was really scary. Every jump scare landed for me. I was on the edge of my seat throughout, pretty much. Chris does a good job of engaging you with the cinematography and the direction of the lead performance. Like the lead actress in this is excellent, and it was really engaging to watch her. Her husband sucks, not the actor, the character. Her husband basically does nothing. I feel like if you took the husband out of the movie, it wouldn't change a thing. Like there could have been a really interesting relationship dynamic to play with there, but you just kind of didn't. Which is okay, I mean, but I think it would have been better if you know, explored that a little more. Because if my partner just let me go check out an abandoned prison by myself, I don't think they're the one, to be honest with you. But yeah, the mystery itself and what's going on is really riveting, if a little derivative of other horror films, I guess. Like, there are a lot of clear, direct homages to films and Mike Flanagan projects. Like, there's a lot of Hereditary and Hill House in here, especially with the cinematography, and there are these demons with like glowing eyes, which was very Flanagan. Um, there's a bit where you see a house during the day, and it cuts to the house at night, and it's the same shot, Hereditary. Um, but yeah, the directing is really engaging. I think if Chris was given someone else's script, or if he had a script that was a little tighter, a little less, like, it feels a bit undercooked a lot of time. There are lots of bits and pieces here that feel like you maybe shouldn't have rushed through that. Like, that seems like a really disturbing thing to write into your film if you're just not going to cover it. You'll know what I mean when you see it. There's a plot point of this film which is macabre as hell and incredibly disturbing, but the film barely lingers on it. And I'm like, this is a horror film, Chris. Like, you don't, like, if you're gonna tackle these disturbing topics in a horror film, you're gonna have to delve into them deeper than that. Because I don't know, it felt a little like inappropriate is the wrong word. Like, you shouldn't do a subject like that in a film if you're not going to delve into it, I don't think. Because otherwise it's just shock value for the sake of it. Um, like, yeah, it made me uncomfortable, of course, but like, I don't know. I don't know how you fix that. I mean, I don't want to see any of it. I don't want to see the things happening, but like, you know, talk about it. Have the characters talk about it. Have it like, I don't know, do something with it. The ending of the film is something a lot of people don't like. Straight up, I was going through the Reddit of this film, and everyone hates the ending of this film. I thought it was an okay ending. I thought it was a little predictable. It's a little obvious, but I didn't dislike the ending. I thought it was horror schlock in a good way. I thought it was like, okay, well, this is just traditional, isn't it? That's what surprised me about this one is it's very traditional. It's very normal. Like, there's not a lot in here that you haven't seen before, I don't think. But that's not a bad thing. I don't think. I don't think it's a bad thing to start your career like this with something that's a little familiar, with something that people might have seen before, with a lot of jump scares and really like signposted jump scares. Like, I remember Chris Stuckmann critiquing films for having loads of jump scares. This has one. This has them constantly. Like, it really, surprised me how often I was jumping because the sound was so like. But none of them are cheap jump scares, so I guess it's not really a criticism, because they all land and they are scary. Um, yeah, a big portion of this was funded by Neon, I believe, and a lot of that budget went into the CGI. The CGI gore and the violence itself looked really, really good, looked really convincing. The Yeah, the visuals were the standout for sure, and the music. The music in this film is insanely good. It's almost too good. It's like the composer was like, you know what? I'm going to go extremely hard. This is Chris Stuckmann's first movie. I'm going to really pull it out of the bag with this music. I'm going to really bring it home. And he did. So, oh, excuse me. Also, my computer's dead. It died, so I can't edit this properly. So it's just going to end at some point. But yeah, in conclusion, I really enjoyed Shelby Oaks. Chris Stuckmann's first film didn't disappoint. I went in really excited for Chris. Like, I didn't expect this film to be the next Hereditary or the next uh, The Conjuring, The Witch. I don't know. I can't think of any other horror films right now. I didn't expect this to be a masterpiece. I expected it to be a decent first film, a debut film, someone who has a genuine love for the craft, who's wanted to make a horror film for years. I forgot how I started that sentence. This film feels like it was made by someone who genuinely loves horror and wants to homage all his favorite horror films whilst telling a linear, disturbing story. And he achieves it. He does it. He does. It is a scary movie. It's an entertaining film. It's not flawless. I feel like the script could have done with another draft. Maybe tightening and exploring more areas. The film could have done with a bit more length, I think. More time. And also, yeah, I agree with people that the main character needed a sidekick, needed someone with her, because it makes no sense that she would do any of this by herself. This is the bravest main character I've ever seen in a film. She straight up is just going into creepy old women's houses, unarmed, and just hanging out. And the walls are crumbling, and the dark wallpaper, and dirt and blood and grime everywhere. And she's just like, yeah, this is fine. This main character had a lot of confidence, but I don't know if it was earned confidence. Like, there were some very stupid choices here. If you see a monster in the woods, you don't take forever to go into your house to safety. You just fucking turn and run, don't you? Right? I don't know. I could talk about how dumb the main character of this film is for hours, but I'm not going to. In conclusion, Shelby Oaks is a pretty damn good debut. Chris should be very proud of himself that he managed to achieve this and get it out into cinemas. Seeing his name in the big screen was really cool. It felt like a love letter to classic horror films. You could probably tell which horror films he's paying homage to when you watch it. Yeah, definitely go see this, form your own opinion. Don't let the big wave of hate stop you from seeing it, because it is a sincerely very entertaining first horror film with some really strong cinematography and good directing. So Chris, I look forward to seeing what you do next, and I'm very happy I got Stuckmannized. I'm going to give Shelby Oaks 3 Shelbys out of 5. Alright, yeah. Bye.